Welcome to ACTV Newsmakers. Recently, a memorial golf tournament was held to honor a former Addison resident, and it was really hosted by his family, who are all former Addison residents, to benefit Addison. What more of an Addison advantage could you have, right? So I'd like to introduce our panel of guests representing not only the golf tournament itself, but the benefiting organization. From the Wayne's Pond Memorial Tournament, we have Tom Page, we have Justin Page, and Jason Page. They're the Page family. And from the Addison Youth Sports Organization, we have their secretary, Lou Rodriguez. So welcome to all of you. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Justin, let's start off with you. What was the purpose of the golf tournament, this memorial tournament that really was in honor of one of your family members?
Sure. Again, thank you for having us.
Yeah, sure.
Our brother Wayne passed away in 2016 from colon cancer. It was a brutal time frame for about a year and a half, but when he passed, we thought, what better way to honor him than getting our friends and family together and have a memorial golf tournament in his name. Paralleling that, we wanted to give back to the community. So what better way to give back than to kids? So we started it 2017, basically, had our first tournament, raised a bunch of money. Our beneficiaries in the past have been Indian Trail Junior High School, Addison Trail Junior High School, the golf teams, Cowboy football, Pop Warner football. But most recently, in the last several years, we've directed it towards AYS because they got a diverse program for boys and girls for multiple different sports. And each and every year, we try to hurdle that amount.
Of course, right. Have a
each
goal.
and every year, and we have succeeded in doing that. And I think they'll be surprised this year we're going to do it again.
Very good. Was Wayne a golfer himself?
Wayne was a golfer. He loved golf, and Wayne's Pond, the LLC, which is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization, was named after Wayne because he worked at Eaglewood, and there was water on the first hole, and Wayne hit it in that water every time. So Wayne's Pond LLC it was formed.
Very appropriate.
So in our tournament, we have buckets of balls out there. We ask each and every participant to stop and hit a ball in the water
Which they
for
do.
Wayne. And they do, and we enjoy that. It's kind of a tradition that we've started.
Very good. Tom, tell us about the family now. Your siblings obviously have kind of rallied together. Friends, family, about how many people would you say are involved in this tournament altogether?
Mainly myself, my brother, Jason, my sister. We're the ones that do most of the work. But what I like the most part about it is when I was a kid, we moved here in 1950.
To Addison.
There was no sports to talk of. And the fathers got together and formed the Addison Rec Club. I still remember being down on Lake Street and Addison Road there, selling Tootsie Rolls. Out on the fields behind Oak School there, building fields, painting that green on the backstops. And it was just a fun time in my life. And I thank my parents and all the other fathers and mothers in the town that helped. And they do the same thing. You were part of Addison.
Yes.
They joined
I was
together.
on the rec club, yes.
Yeah. And it's just...
The legacy of Parks and Recreation in this community is very unique because, Tom, as you just mentioned so eloquently, it began with parents and volunteers and kids painting backstops,
yes.
right? Yeah. Which you won't see today necessarily. Times are different.
But you have to go get permits to play on fields. We used to just go and play.
You just did it. Yes. Well, I can't speak for that.
I know. But I see when I go,
but I hear you.
I umpire a lot. And I come up and on the fence signs, it says, you got to get a permit to play on these fields. It just, to me, that's not right.
Right. But back in those days, some 70 years ago, it was a lot different. And your family obviously appreciated what the community had, modest as it was back at the time.
Yes, but it got things going.
And you're honoring that memory and your brother's legacy really in two ways. You're having the golf tournament, as you talked about, hitting the ball in the water and so on, which was really kind of a cute story, but also to give back to the community. Now, Jason, you're kind of bringing up as the next generation of that, right? So what do you remember about Wayne, of his time here, and how are you getting involved now?
Yeah, so Wayne is actually my wife's uncle. So Leslie, their sister, that's my mother-in-law. And I've been somewhat involved over the past several years, but just seeing some different opportunities that are coming up with this particular outing, I think we can even do better for you guys. So that's what we're looking.
Yeah, once you start something like that, and it's obviously been going for several years now, it's just a matter of time, ideas. The energy, though, that has to go into that is tremendous, and you're all to be complimented for this. What would you like to see, maybe not necessarily added, but how do you want to see it grow? Because that's one goal to have, is to say, let's make it bigger and better next year, guys. Let's get this going here. What would you like to see in the future that you're going to wind up being responsible for anyway? So.
Yeah, right. So here's what I would say.
Right? And you're on television too, so we've got it documented.
You're going to hold me to this.
Yes.
So we have 144 golfers, and we have the past several years, which
great.
you really can't get any more golfers in that. So we have to look to some different avenues. So I think we're going to start getting like a title sponsor, probably some whole sponsors, do some more raffle type items. I think that's kind of the direction we're heading.
Yeah. I think the other thing to add to that is using technology to its finest. I mean, let's face it, technology has changed since we started this 10 years ago. So we're going to really take advantage of that and get the word out to more sponsors, to more event sponsors, and with the technology and social media, we're going to be able to do that. We're old school, so we've been doing a little old school.
Big time old school.
But anybody can do it. I mean, you may need to upgrade the phone a little bit, but you can do it.
You still got a flip phone, right?
I wasn't going to say it.
It still has communication.
There you go. That's right.
Still works. Before we do the check presentation, and we'll talk to Lou, what's your fondest memory of Wayne? Besides his golfing
I'm going to give you one. Remember the old par 3 course?
Yeah, sure. Right here.
I mean, I probably shouldn't talk like this, but we were going to a softball game there at Highview, or where the post office was. And we're driving down Army Trail Road. We get to Swift Road there. And lo and behold, he pulls up alongside of me. And he holds up I hold up a little 6-ounce beer. I go like this. He holds up a 12-ounce. I mean, that's a fond memory for me.
There's always competition in siblings.
It's a joke that we went through for years. We always brought that up. That was a fond memory.
How about you, Justin? What do you think?
I think I've got several of them, but I think my fondest memory of Wayne collectively is that he loved children. He didn't have any of his own, but he loved children. He was always the favorite uncle with all the nieces and nephews because he spoiled the heck out of them.
Yeah, he did.
And then he got to leave. Right. But he would make them laugh. And he would just work with them. He was an umpire, referee in sports and what have you. He would work with them and teach them about sportsmanship. He was just a good soul.
Jason, what would you say?
You know, I would say, you know, as you can imagine, the Page family is pretty competitive all the way around. Uncle Wayne and I played on the same softball team, and he kept me in line, so to speak, right? He made sure that I did what I was supposed to do, so.
That's great. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Justin, we have a presentation now, and this is heading to the Addison Youth Sports Program to Lou Rodriguez. It's all yours.
Well, Lou, it's our pleasure again, and we're going to continue this each and every year. I think last year we gave you $15,000, and we couldn't be happier this year to present you with a check of $20,000.
God bless you guys.
What do you say about that, Lou, on behalf of your organization?
That is absolutely, absolutely amazing. I can't be more appreciative. We cannot be more appreciative. I mean, this goes a long way. It helps us give back to the community as well, because we offer a lot of hardships. We offered a new sport this year, flag football, so this helps to offset that, to get the kids going. You know, get more equipment for, you know, capital improvements for our fields, baseball, volleyball, basketballs. It is amazing. This is amazing.
And you have a goal to make sure that your programming, your services, the various sports that you offer are available to all families, all comers, anyone who wants to be involved.
Absolutely. And we are moderately priced, because again, we're not here to make money. We need money to keep floating. But we, can offer very low-cost solutions to get the kids involved in sports, so they're not idling around or doing potentially bad things if they're not involved in something, or just hanging out. There's a reason for this, and they love the organization because they come through sports. My 3 kids came through the sports program. And, you know, I stayed on as a board member. I don't even have any kids in the program anymore. I have a junior in high school and 2 boys in Iowa. So, but I still love the organization. You know, I do everything I can for them because I like meeting people like the Page family, and still, you know, I still go ump and ref too, and I give back to the community as well. And to see the kids grow up, and then I walk into the high school now, and I'll still get, hey Coach Lou, you know, 15 years later. It's heartwarming. It's heartwarming. I do
Trail,
enjoy it.
as we know, has a great legacy of championship teams. You just were telling me a little while ago with flag football.
This year's varsity flag football team made it to regional. They're regional champs. So maybe we'll get a segment for them too as well.
We sure can.
So they were it's awesome, and the ties that AYS has made in the community from Addison District 4 to District 88 is amazing.
Yeah, you've really grown in the last several years that you've been out there.
It's amazing.
Well, great.
So I can't thank the Page family enough. I love it. I can't wait till next year, and you know, let's see what more we can do. Let's see what more we can do.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for being with us from the Page family. Tom, Justin, Jason, and to your family and all your friends and supporters who participated in that September golf tournament in memory of Wayne. I'm sure he will be looking down from the fairways with the balls going off into the water, which would be fine, and looking on this with a great sense of pride for the giving back that your efforts have now brought to the young people in Addison through the Addison Youth Sports Program. And to Lou, congratulations.
Thank you.
We hope that it is put to good use. We're sure we'll hear more good things coming from your organization in the near future because of the fine folks like the Page family.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us, and a round of congratulations to you all. We really appreciate you coming in today and sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on ACTV Newsmakers.